me, then you'll know my first love's name is Bed-Stuy. I've seen her grow from ugly duckling, her corners bathed in violence and drugs. Now she's the belle of the ball. Everyone wants to dance with her. Bed-Stuy is home to black homeowners, businesses, thought, culture, religion. As cliche as it sounds, it's the rose in the concrete jungle. So what better place to celebrate Juneteenth, the day the slaves were emancipated? The U.S. didn't make it a federal holiday until this week, and it's oddly similar how they informed the slaves, in some places 2 years later, that they were free. So today, I want to use a brand of whiskey that was made by a former slave who helped someone else become an American icon. You have Uncle Nearest? Uncle Nearest. Uncle Nearest. The gentleman who it's named after is Nathan Nearest Green. He was the master distiller in Tennessee, and he was a former slave. He taught Jack Daniels everything he knows. So if you like Jack Daniels, then I'm sure you can greatly appreciate some Uncle Nearest. Now, what's really cool about it is that this is a black man making a whiskey very deeply steeped in American culture, and this particular whiskey, it's black. Like, I can't be more proud or more happy to make a cocktail with this drink. Another cool thing about the company is that now that it's been reformed in the past couple of years, it was the first black woman to own a major distillery. Her name is Fawn Weaver. She was an author and a successful businesswoman at this point. Proceeds from the sale of Uncle Nearest goes to his descendants, who essentially get to all go to college for free. If there isn't a better American dream or story, I can't think of one. Yeah, so let's make a drink. So to get started, you're gonna wanna grab your cocktail shaker. We're gonna need 2 ounces of Uncle Nearest. I need 2 of those to make 4 ounces. This recipe also calls for the juice of a medium lemon. So I went ahead and squeezed about 4 lemons or so, and I think juice of a medium lemon would be a little bit under an ounce. So we're gonna wing it and see what we get. No pressure, it's experimentation. This is what I love about this process here. So I'm gonna put 3/4 of an ounce. Half a teaspoon of sugar. So we're gonna use some of this simple syrup here. This is a rhubarb simple syrup that I made. I'll get into that later, but it'll work the same way. But half a teaspoon. We're gonna wing it again. That was a little bit more than I needed, but it should help cut the cranberry tartness along with that lemon. We have our ice. Now it's time to shake. I was expecting it to be a bit drier. Wow, that's really good. This is not a liquor-forward cocktail. It's not a whiskey-forward cocktail. This is one where you're gonna appreciate the blending of obviously the cranberry, which is the largest amount in 4 ounces, and the combination of the syrup and the lemonade together. And that makes the lemonade better is a little bit of liquor, right? The Uncle Nearest, as strong as it is by itself, with the cranberry and the rhubarb syrup and the lemon juice, it cuts everything through. It's really mellow. It's a very mellow drink. This is definitely a tasty drink to really celebrate and bask in being black in America, being black, period, and just, you know, we here. It's one of those drinks. We here. You really could just say that. Of like one of those, I think I want to drink and just reflect, you know? A bit of thoughtfulness. I'm not gonna be knocking out a bunch of these before I hit the club. Take that moment of thoughtfulness. Like, we're so caught up in the world doing so much, trying to figure out what we're gonna do next, what we're gonna wear next, who we gotta speak to, texting 1,000 people, looking at 1,000 social media things, and I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of adding to it with this blog. I'm going to sit, think about everything and all my ancestors and the people that came before me. My family is from Haiti, so that's another story that's a part of the diaspora that is certainly steeped with highs and lows. But imagine a Juneteenth, imagine you get promoted at your job, and this is some words of wisdom from my older frat brother. Imagine you get promoted at your job in secret and no one tells you, and they let you work at your stage and role without saying a word. You're going, not getting paid at all, but you're essentially, oh yeah, Bob, you got a promotion. You don't find out till 2 years after, and then you're gonna be like, what? What world am I living in? I can't even fathom what the slaves would have went through to find out that they were free 2 years after. In some instances, like in Texas, I have to just sit and appreciate the strength, the toughness, the ability to take scraps and make the most of it and make even better things with it. The things that we put out to the world, including Uncle Nearest liquor here, this whiskey, the things we put out to the world are just monumental. So yeah, I just want to take a moment there to just toast to the ancestors, toast to my brothers and sisters. Love one another and be kind. Happy Juneteenth. Cheers.
Smoking them donuts, and them sixes doing donuts. Hold up, they done woke me up. In the kitchen with the soapy stuff. Next door neighbor try to blow me up. Suck my dick, blow my nuts. Couldn't tell me nothing, I was growing up.